a feeling of hate of people as a group or individual toward the other people. Distinguish between two white men, it is not prejudice. But if somebody distinguish between a white man and a colored man, it is prejudice.
Find prejudice as a rigid opinion formed about a certain thing before there has been a just examination of the facts.
A person loses track of the dignity of the human soul and begins to judge others not on the basis of their being persons, but on the basis of race, creed, economic status. That is prejudice.
How privileged is our generation today that we are able to witness such an astonishing dialogue among highly competent individuals that once represent their youthful ideals, whose importance still lingers in the society of today. Having heard their sentiments with courage, yet with meekness, makes me believe that every person's opinion should be heard of, and every criticism or feedback should be recognized and be processed to have a better understanding of the matter at hand. I was amazed by how the participants discussed prejudice with emphasis on how it affected the lives of the people in their respective country. To start, Raul Contreras defined prejudice as when a person loses track of their dignity of the human soul and begins to judge others not on the basis of their being persons, but on the basis of race, creed, economic status. It was further discussed by Raul in one of his statements that prejudices occurs also not just among nations or race but within people of the same nation. He mentioned of the prejudices between the pure-blooded Filipino and those that are hybrid, meaning with Spanish blood and are called mestizos in schools, wherein the mestizo somehow thinks that they are superior to the other just because they have foreign blood in them, and they are mostly favored, especially in schools, where the management are foreign blood as well. I must agree and add more to this statement. Even up to this day, the feeling of the mestizos, not just Spanish but other Western affiliations, that they are superior to the rest of the people are very rampant in today's society. Even all of us are Filipinos, but since the mix of the blood with foreign parents causes differences in the physical appearance of their children, such basic difference already created prejudice in how we provide services and people being selective on how they will treat one person from the other. This is also evident on how people treat those that live in the metro and those that live in the provinces. When a person from the metro visited the provincial side of the country, through their relatives, they are offered the best accommodation that they can have by their relatives living there, even compromising their own comfort just to make sure that their visitors are enjoying their stay in the best possible ways. However, when there is a flip of the situation when those from the province visited the place of their relatives in Metro Manila, though it is not true at all, they were only given the least hospitality they could give and maybe even not acknowledged to stay at their home. On the last part of the discussion, the facilitator asked on what they thought individuals could do in terms of eradicating prejudice, and Raul answered that, I guess we should examine the individual first before passing any judgment on him. And if we ever pass a judgment, we should be just with it. Well, it is true, as the famous saying goes, that you cannot judge a book by its cover. It is more important we know the circumstances of an individual before we make our conclusion, or as much as possible, give the benefit of the doubt to such person and be not quick to judge. Remember, everybody went through life differently and our environment and surroundings differs in such a way, and the way we perceive life is very unique in every way. To end, it is better to not compare things and people. Live life with dignity and uniqueness and with optimism. The world is big, yet our time here is too quick.